Okay, so coming to adults,
Yeah.
we just talked about that we cannot escape screens.
Yeah.
The blue light emitting from the screens damaging the retina, creating an artificial environment that we are still awake, is a problem
Yeah.
before going to sleep. Blue light filter glasses help or not?
It's questionable. Yes, it does filter the blue light and also the ultraviolet light at that. And that, as you rightly said, before sleeping is one point because it disturbs your circadian rhythm. So that's one, and it gives you more strain. The blue light is obvious. Then, and if you have an actual ultraviolet light and things like that, that can cause, it has been associated to increase the incidence of what is known as ARMD, age-related macular degeneration. Macula is the central sensitive portion of the eye, and that gets degenerated over time as you keep on living longer.
And what
also,
happens when that happens?
That leads to central loss of vision. That means that supposing if I am looking at you, the central part would look kind of blackish or shadowy. There will be like a shadow because it's the macula that gets involved. ARMD essentially can be of the dry type and of the wet type. The dry type is less dangerous, but when you have fluid coming in, new vessels getting formed below the retina and fluid coming in, that leads to a sudden drop of vision and change in the figures. Like, for example, if a square would look oval or distorted and things like that. So that's a common cause of visual deprivation in the developed countries.
Around like 45 years of age?
No, normally about 60 plus.
60 plus.
Yeah.
60 plus. But the blue light exposure can expedite that?
Yeah, sure enough. So that's one of the reasons why possibly you are getting a little more. One is longevity has increased, and the other is maybe this blue light exposure, etc., and also the diet, etc.
Do you use blue light filter glasses or screens?
When you are going out in the sun, that's when definitely all the kind of goggles or the shades that you have, they should be having UV filter.
Okay, UV
Specifically, if you are going, I don't know whether you are aware or not, but how did the name Ray-Ban come? It's a very famous kind of a thing.
Yeah.
So the pilots who were flying, the light is very harsh. Okay, the sunlight when you're at high altitude. So sunlight rays banning them. So that's how the name Ray-Ban came. Okay, so that was a UV filter that is there. So when you are in high altitude, if you are having a reflection from the snow or from the water, etc., so that has a lot of UV light and which goes into, because you're not looking at the sun, so your pupils are not small. So if you're looking at a reflected light, that goes and hits the retina more, and that causes more damage. So ideally you should, on a screen, I normally use a protective on the screen itself, which kind of bans the ultraviolet light coming out, or you can wear glasses if you want.
Got it.
But it's not an established fact that if you wear these Blu-ray glasses or whatever you want to call them, that they would be very, very helpful, but they obviously do no harm.
Do no harm. Got it. Okay, super.
Follow Center for Sight and post your queries to get answers from the experts.